Welcome to another video. We're gonna be kind of doing a kind of like a special. I can't talk. Special, you know, game. It's not. It's a hack, but it's kind of it's official. So yeah, this is I don't think so. This right here is Super Mario Bros. Not just any Super Mario Bros. It's called Super Mario. It's called All Night Nippon Super Mario Bros. Which this is like probably many of you probably never really heard about this, but this was this was this is an official hack. This was yeah, it's a official hack of Mario Bros. It's the same exact game, but just it's this is I think this is developed by the game is this game was released in 1986. This was a promotional cartridge. Like this, I think this was on give. This was in Japan. This was I think in the giveaways in Japan, based on the Japanese show in Japan, All Night Nippon. I can't really say it, but I'm gonna say it. And it was published by Fuji TV. So yeah, a lot of difference here in this one. Like right here, you can switch to Mario and Luigi, just like Mario 2 Japan. You know, it's a pretty cool one. Why not? Why not play this game all together? Why not play through it? There's definitely some differences between this. So let's go with Mario. So I think it's playing as an emulator too. You know, so like the Goombas are actually I don't even know who this guy even is. I don't really know any of the hosts in these ones, but I think all the enemies are based on based on probably some of the hosts of the show or whatever. Well, hosts back then. So like their heads. I think it's let's see. So this, well, I guess the Goomba looks well most of their enemies except for Koopas are based on the show. And the star, the star is different here. It's like I don't even know what is that. In the background and stuff is based on Mario 2 Japan or Lost Levels. So, and then the flag has the Fuji TV logo on it. So that's kind of cool. Like this is this was you know why it's just it's nice to actually it's nice. It's like this is an official ROM pack. Like well yeah it kind of is. This is also a rare game. This game goes for excuse me, goes for a little bit of money on today. It goes for it goes for like $500 or more. So like this is definitely oh there's the piranha plants. They're based on they're based on like some of the hosts or some other culture. I don't really know, but that's nice. Excuse me. So Yeah, so this is this sells for over $500. So this game is not easy to get though, fortunately. But you can play this on the emulator though. And like this. And I like how I think the stages this is take place at night because Pro Wrestling, the the radio show taking place at night. And also I kind of heard as well this was like some kind of anniversary. This was made during some anniversary as well. So this is how it was made. So yeah. I'm probably gonna play like the whole, do all the levels and stuff. So why not? Even the ending is a bit. Even the ending is a bit different too. It's just like the one in Mario 2 Japan. Like this is, you know. Up there, and the axe is also the Fuji TV logo. The axe, and then the toads. I think they're. So like the toads and like their toads are replaced with just like I think some of the people on the show or whatever. Oh, look at that. There's microphone. There's like microphones. I think the fence is like microphones. That's pretty cool. This is definitely a pretty unique unique Mario one. This is playing on the emulator again. You could probably download this game on I don't know. You could download this. You could probably find this game online. Even though it's this is a rare title, but you can still play on emulator. For everyone that owns this thing, you gotta remember, this was a promotional game. So this was something that you can really get your hands on easily. Well, like almost everything is actually custom textures. So basically, this is basically just Mario 1. It's a unique Mario 1. Yeah, I'm doing kind of bad in this one. I'm not sure like this one. I know in like Lost Levels there's what do you call it? Oh yeah, in the there's like a retry. Like when you get a game where you can actually continue where you left off, but unfortunately you have to like start the world again that you died from. Game over and on. I think in this one you can do. I think you can. I think in this one you can. So we'll have to. Well, anyway, I played this one once. I'm not really sure. Let's see. Yeah, you can. But we don't have time to. But we don't really have time to start over from where we're all. So let's kind of. I'll probably be doing the one up trick, so I can have some more lives. I think they like made it a little difficult too. Like it's the arcade version of Mario of Versus. This is a different person. You probably can't see it because I'm recording this on the phone. But it's kind of nice. Not every but every character is different in the Peaches is in our castle thing. That's pretty cool. Well, at least you know. Luckily, recording videos on this is a little bit easier. I did get a new TV. This is my. Well, let me just rewind that. I guess I'll talk about the TV before I. When I'm doing the one up trick. God, why am I doing so horrible? Like I don't know. Yeah, so this is my LG Ultra HD TV. I got this I think a week ago. It's not a bad TV actually. Not like my Roku TV is pretty died or anything. It's just time for a change, So that's that. Sure, it just makes one a little darker. Okay, that's good enough. There we go, it's a little bit better now. I just turn on my light. I'm not sure this is like an official, but they made this one based on the arcade Mario Bros. First Super Mario Bros. Like the difficulty. But I'm glad I'm glad they kept the what's it called, the one up. I'm glad they kept the one up, the Koopas there. And the first one you can't even do the one up trick. So I think this is one of the first like Mario, like first like time that Nintendo like teamed up with Fuji TV. They also they also will release Doki Doki Panic on Mario 2, kind of Mario 2, like a like the original Mario 2 before that was made into Mario 2. Okay, so who we got this time? We got this. I don't know this guy. I don't really know any of the hosts' names though. Excuse me. But these are hosts from from the show. Well, the ones from the 80s. They're those hosts they're they're all I think I'm not sure they're still alive or what, but but for being like a radio show that's been on probably since the maybe the 80s. I'm not sure if it's still going on or what, but I'm not sure like who's hosting it, like who are the new hosts for the show now, like today, but it's definitely not the ones you see in this pack today. They're all they're all retired. They're all retired now. Well, they have been retired for years, probably since the 2000s. But whatever what do you gotta say? You just you know. Oh, come on. But this was like, this was a. It is interesting that they're doing that they even did this in the first place. Like I never even heard about it until I got online. Oh yeah, Spidey. They're also the same. I think the Hammer Bros are also the same too. I guess it makes kind of sense. It'd be a little, it'd be, it'd be a little hard. It'd be a little hard if they were gonna, if they weren't, if they were gonna like, re- release, do all the reskins and do all like the skins, it'd be a little harder. But they, at least the star, at least some of the enemies, or at least the Goombas are different than the prawn plants. That's good, and even the star is different. Oh yeah, you can kind of see like some of the leg. It's a little smooth. It's a little like I don't know what you call it. Like, this is an LG TV. It has those like things. It's called. I think it's called Judo Reduction or something. It's on like it's on LG. It's also on Samsung. I think on Sony too, and also Samsung. So like when you turn it on, it's like you know it's like when you turn it on, you just it's fast moving pictures. It's kind of like watching a YouTube video. It's like watching a YouTube video. It's like watching a YouTube video. Okay, what? Okay, it's like watching a YouTube video. It's in 60 FPS kind of like, but it's but it happens to like every content. You can also turn it. You can also like turn it. You can turn it off if you don't want it on or anything. But it's fun. That's why I bought these TVs mainly. You know, I didn't dislike my Roku TV, but it was just ever since I seen those TVs, they're just so nice. Like, they're just like so nice. You know, I would recommend like I would recommend if you like you can recommend buying those TVs if you can afford them. Like this is an Ultra HD. There's also like OLED and QLED. There's like, but those are like expensive. Those are like the expensive models. You know, the Ultra HDs. They're like the cheaper version. They're like the cheaper alternatives. So yeah, this will definitely be a good TV for like for a lot of these future videos. Even that reaction to the Switch 2 presentation, which that you know it's in like a week by it's like in a week by now. It's kind of interesting, well, I'll probably be talking more like what my predictions will be, but I could probably tell you. It's a little early though, but well, maybe I should wait for for a future video, but you know, I'm not sure I'm gonna wake up at 9 a.m. to watch that. I don't know. I'm not really a morning person though, but maybe I should. I don't know. I guess I could, Yeah, I guess I could. I didn't watch the Pokemon one live. I just did a reaction of it. I didn't watch the presentation. I show you guys like my reactions to the Treasure 2 games. No Generation 10 though. They probably are holding off. They probably are holding off for the next system probably. So they probably don't want to release it on the Switch One. Oh come on. It's random. Like I can't. Okay, I guess I should. I don't know. Like if you don't have a mushroom here, you're kind of screwed. I almost got it. Isn't it interesting that Switch 2 President? It's in about a week now, which is crazy. Oh, come. Okay, I'm rewinding this. It was my button. Alright. Oop. I didn't mean to go on there. I didn't mean to go. Ow. Oh well. Yeah, I could just turn this thing off though, kind of, you know, turn the judo thing off. It's kind of fun, like like I think some games don't really have that. Like even games they don't really have that, but it's more for like the games that I think run in the 30 FPS. They kind of, it's just kind of like Animal Crossing that like that runs on the 30 FPS. But when you put it on when you have that thing on, it's like it kind of like it would kind of look like if it was 60 FPS. Or any other, just like that's like an example. This is the oh my god, this is a 50, if you're wondering what inches this is, yeah, this is a 55-inch. My Roku TV, I think it was a 43. So it's a bit bigger. I even have it, and it's a little bit, you can probably see a little bit too because it's a little bit dark. I have it on the dark side right now. Oh, come on, I forgot how to jump. Like this part right there, that's like originally this this is supposed to be a, what's it called, well it's supposed to be 1-3, but it's bullet bills, but this one is to be just basically just the versus Super Mario Bros 6-3. So this is they made this one a bit challenging. This one too, they also kind of and it does play up continues, which is pretty nice too, like just like Lost Levels. Like this part right here, it's like, oh, you're supposed to, oh, where am I supposed to go? Just kind of like jump back and forth, and you kind of get it like this. There we go, like that. Like this is definitely like the stuff that was in To Japan or Lost Levels, it's called. Lost Levels, the NES one, I think it was released since the Wii days, I think, which is pretty nice. They did that. You can kind of see like when it's slowed down that it's a little faster. I'll turn it off. That helps turn this thing off though. But it looks nice in games, but it's kind of weird as I'm kind of used. I never really had these TVs before. But it's good if you want, watching like your movies and like movies and stuff. So we're almost done. This video, we're already half hour in this video already, which is definitely crazy. Yeah, this is gonna be this is gonna be a longer video. I apologize, but I think I have the one up thing. That's pretty cool, but that doesn't really matter. Like you can, it does you can it does have a continue. The original Mario Bros. You can't continue. There's no continues in that. When you're dead, if you game over, you're you're dead. You're dead. I'm not sure what's going on. Like, maybe it's my controller. Like it's it maybe it has an input lag or something. My Xbox controller did my wired one. I think it what's a non-function. Well I did you know take it take it apart to clean it, but I must have maybe I damaged something. It must have damaged. Maybe I damaged something in it. Probably. So it doesn't even read it anymore. You know, maybe one day. Maybe one day. That's a creepy guy. You probably can't really see it though because of the TV the camera thing. So 6-1s are like, yeah, we're almost done. We're almost done this one. 2 more worlds. 3 more worlds. Whatever. I wonder if there's actually like a hack that has like the Mario 2 Japan like ground like textures in this one. There's probably is. There's probably like even one from Mario like Lost Souls that has the original Mario stuff. But you don't have to worry about poison mushrooms in this one. There's none. There's none in this one. I don't know. I feel like Mario 2 Japan. It feels like a ROM pack of Mario 1. Of course, games do look. Oops. I mean, well, it's not bad, I guess. I say the same thing about about Mario. About a lot of like arcade games like whatever. But it's I think it's using the same engine, but it's, they kind of made it difficult. Man, look at all the prawn plants already. I don't even know what this guy even is, but a lot of the old hoses and stuff from Japan. I'm not sure some of them are still alive or not, like who's alive or dead or anything. I don't really know like anything about Fuji TV that much. I think it was just it's just like a TV thing in Japan. Well, I can't really tell you what, I can't really tell you like what, like what else. I don't really know anything about Japan. I'm kind of learning about it, a little bit learning about it, but it's whatever. I like the little white like textures on the the white color. It's pretty interesting. It's on it's only in it's only it's the only it's this is the only level that's the only level that has it, unfortunately. I think there's like I think there's like in textures. I think there's like a I think you see these in Lost Souls. You see like if it takes place in like fall, like there's like grass, like the background, like the colors are like orange and stuff, like the bushes and stuff. They're all like orange color. You can kind of see that even the flag is orange, but that's not available and it's not in. Well, it's only in the mushroom. Oh come on! Yeah, this is they made it again they made this one they made this one a bit difficult. They didn't need to make it difficult but why not just like why not Lost Levels is like oh if you want to freaking rage or if you want to freaking get pissed off at yourself, that's the one to play on. I don't think this one has I don't think this castle has checkpoints. There's up now. Now they're starting to throw hammers now. So now we got this wine houses again. I like how they're actually different. They're different. They're not the same one, but they're not the same. Like they're not the same. They're not the same. They're not the same character. It's a different one each time. And basically they replaced Toad in this one. Man, look at the microphones. That's kind of cool. There's microphones on the ground, probably referencing the radio station. That makes kind of sense, So, hey, Japan viewers, you ever watched the show when you were a kid? Well, definitely if you live in America and Canadian, probably not. Probably haven't. But But the fans, my viewers that are watching from Japan, you ever watch this when you're like a kid or something? Probably I don't know. Or like if you were on vacation, you probably might listen to them if it's still active. It's probably still around today, probably. But the hosts are different. They're not the same ones, definitely. Most of them are probably retired. At this point. I'm sorry I'm dying so much, but just it's very it's kind of hard. Like they made this one very difficult. Well, not very. Well, I guess very difficult. You guys, it does feel like a ROM hack. Well, it makes kind of sense. This is an official ROM hack. I guess you can kind of say this is one you're already kind of this is this was ROM hacks before ROM hacks, basically. if you're playing this, you know, cartridge or just on an emulator, you probably will play on the actual emulator because you know the original the original cartridge does go for very for a lot of money. Like it's over it goes for around $500 or more. Like oh god, it's like you know definitely a lot more than definitely the same kind of price if you you know go buy I don't know what is it Mario what is it like Earthbound on the SNES that goes for a lot of money. So I guess you can say that this is one of the most expensive probably NES games of all. One of the most expensive NES games to probably ever to probably own. Well, actually, I think when you play as Luigi in this one, when you jump over the what is it called the thing you don't like it doesn't scroll, it just stops. Oh, the endless maze. I actually don't really know any of the. I don't really know the. Can't remember though, but I'll figure it out. Yeah, I think it's top like that. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's top. Oh no, not that way. Not that. No, come on, not that way. It's definitely not down there. It's definitely maybe it's down here. I don't know. It's definitely not down there. It's definitely maybe it's down there. I don't know. There we go. There we go. It's kind of cool in the. It's kind of cool in the All Stars version. Like if it's correct, it goes to that, and then we get one to go over. Oh, that's a creepy lady. So roll 8. So now we're on the final. We're in the final stage now. Final roll, I didn't say. You know, it's kind of nice when Nintendo like it does they collaborate with something. You know, even if it's not in North America, like Nintendo did collaborate like with Mercedes Benz, and then they had the Mercedes Benz cars in Mario Kart. And then what else did they do? They did like the Japan. They did like the 7-Eleven promotion with the 7-Eleven stuff in Animal Crossing New Leaf. That was pretty cool. And Mario Maker went definitely crazy. Definitely went crazy with the what is it called? Definitely went crazy with the outfits, like even some like non-video game ones too. That's crazy. What else I did? Oh yeah, I guess I did the Fuki in New Leaf as well. And then they had the villagers, like, you know, Like the only way for if you live in North America, the only way is to probably visit Japantown or just hack the items in your game. The villagers are pretty cool. The villagers sucks. You cannot you can even invite them to your town. I guess it makes kind of sense the way of the way that game works. They're promotional villagers, and they're promotional villagers, and I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not sure they'll ever. I'm not sure they'll ever be like we'll see those villagers again in like future in like future Nintendo games or any future Animal Crossing games. To be honest, I don't know any other promotions that they did, but I don't know. It's, you know, Nintendo did a couple. Did a lot. Did a lot. Did a couple. All over the world. They'll probably a couple collaborations for the for for the 40th anniversary of Mario. Probably. I hope they'll be celebrated. Probably will. I'm assuming they probably will. You know. Wondering what they'll do. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Like it probably won't be. Probably won't be. It probably won't be for a couple months now. They'll probably have some games coming out for 2025 and probably even 2026. Oh, yeah, this is a long video. It's kind of crazy. It's definitely crazy. Like it's almost 15 minutes now, so this is almost an hour. Why? I guess this is. I'm not sure. I'll probably be doing something for the version, but I just don't know yet. I guess this is one of them. We're almost done. Oh, the castle. Even okay. So the castle right here is a bit different here. The castle is very different here. Like I don't think it's definitely not the same one castle from the original. Come on, get down there, you. Come on, get down there. When you're playing as Luigi there, it's actually a bit kind of harder to get down there. Come on, Prime Plants, get get down there. Oh, wait, I'm supposed to go in the pipe. Like I'm supposed to go in here. Oh yeah. So it looks like this is based on Mario 2. This is based on the final castle in Lost Levels, which is it's interesting. They just I don't know. I don't know why. I don't even know why they did that. It's just kind of weird. It's kind of interesting, but. It's a blooper. Hey. should I say? Wrong. I don't know. Wrong. I think I'm supposed to go in this one. Oh god, wrong pipe again. If you go in the wrong pipe, you're going back to the beginning. You're going back. 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 You're you're going back a lot. And I'm running out of time. I think I was supposed to go in this one, right? It doesn't really matter anyway. I should probably just die anyway because I'm almost out of time. Maybe just don't go in that pipe. Maybe I don't know what. I don't know. Like, where am I supposed to go down to? Why did they? I don't know. Like, this is the same exact castle from To Japan. Like, in fact, it is. Oh, maybe because the ending. Maybe if they, maybe it wouldn't work. Maybe, I don't know. It could be. You know why? You know, it's just why not? You know. Nope. I guess this is the closest thing you'd be seeing this in a Mario pack. There we go. I'm supposed to go under there, not jump up there. There we go. I was supposed to jump down there, not jump under there, not go up there. Okay, so we got a blue Bowser. That's nice, right? So now we're saved Bowser, so now let's see what we got here. So it's a door. Yeah. Oh, this is actually, it's not Peach, it's Pave with Kingdom Save. Or Mario, the longest map. So it's a. So, I don't know this. I don't really know this character though that much. That's not Peach. So Peach is saved, but the Kingdom Peach is saved. Pave, the Kingdom saved. Hurry to Mario, our only hero. This ends your trip for a long friendship. course I got a lot of 1-ups, so like I can fast forward this, but you know. Yeah, I'm even looking at my Wikipedia. That's what I'm using this for. Just some more information. But there's like a. Oh, okay, that's done. And look at that. That's cool. That's all most of the hosts. That's, it is interesting. Like they show, like this is pretty cool that they did, like Fidget TV even did this. Like it's just nice they did that. It's just nice. You don't see like these promotions that often. So now the game's over. So there's no like extra. This is not like Lost Levels. There's no extra levels or anything like that in this one. You're done. You're just done. You're done. Okay, you're just done. You're done, and then not have to start on this thing. So what do you think of this? What do you think of this? This modified Mario hack, modified Mario game. That was pretty cool. If you ever find a copy of this like on your own, you gotta remember like this is valuable, and it's this was a promotional thing. So like this wasn't sold in stores or anything like that, but it was sold as a giveaway promotion, as a giveaway, and so yeah, So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I have did. It was a pretty long one too. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.